One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. So Michigan State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. When the Spartans and Wolverines tangled last year, Michigan came out on top by a touchdown, 24-17. Neither team really had vintage seasons, but for the Wolverines, beating both of their rivals had to alleviate some of the disappointment.
It certainly did. I think anytime they're playing a rivalry game, it really comes down to the mistakes and not...
Breaks into the open to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Childs. Right on the money.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Spartans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. That's looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Michigan State. First score of the game goes up.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, set the tone, make it a statement. Fourth and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick.
There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Childs. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCray. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Spartans are marching down the field. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's McCray. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Childs. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Caught near the sticks. It's Marsh. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Caught over the middle. It's Kelly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Wants to throw again. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on this? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Makes the catch. It's McCulley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
To throw, it's Underwood. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rushes on him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, number 19. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the time with the extra point.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The inside handoff. The Spartans will have a 1st down. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Toss sweep to the right. Got the 1st down and more. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Sparty! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Appalachian State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's open on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Let's go, Frank. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On the ground, it's Haynes. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Simpson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Belly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they wanted more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion. It's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's McCray. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Got it in the middle is Kelly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake.
The Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mark.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Find space on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's caught. It's Moore. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Klein. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Wolverines are in the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, what a move. Running through contact. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. BYU was far from the friendly confines of LaVell Edwards Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean.
Snagged in the middle. It's Kelly.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice...
Turning it on! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Touch pass on the run. Across the 25. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sparty has stretched out this lead, guys, and they can almost taste showing off that Paul Bunyan trophy.
And imagine the Spartan fans right now just going bananas. Go green, go white. Talking about Michigan all year long. They win so many games. Poor old Michigan State, and what are they doing? Taking care of business.
Yeah, no doubt. They're the school here in state that's usually playing with a chip on their shoulder. They don't recruit as well as Michigan. Michigan's had more success in conference play in recent years, but Michigan State showed up. They look like the big brother in this game.
So here comes the Michigan offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
To the air, it's Underwood. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sticks, it's Klein. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw again. Finds his man. It's McCulley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. That's reeled in. It's Kelly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's March. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Childs. Touchdown, Smarty! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on first down from the 28. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the stick. It's McCulley. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Punt is in the air. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Finds a tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Got his man downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So in this one, his little brother playing like big brother and flexing their muscles as Michigan State will take the Paul Bunyan Trophy back to the banks of the Red Cedar. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of